Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today I thought we would just do sort of a casual get ready with me, playing with some new goodies that I have picked up recently. I've got the new Kosas. They have a new brightening kind of color corrector concealer. So I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite little combos here with the corrector as well as the Kosas Revealer Concealer. Longtime fave of that concealer. I did pick up the Hermes. This is their Silky Blush Trio. I've been dying to use this on camera. I also have the new Kosas Cloud Set Powder, so we're going to have a little bit of fun with that. I've got a new cream cool toned bronzer that I'm so excited about. It's from Refy. I have a new go-to eye combo using the Giorgio Armani eye tint. I've got a new lippy from Hourglass that I am obsessed with, as well as a new sweater from Jenny Kane, some cute new sneakers that I want to tell you about. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this look, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're gonna do a little casual get ready with me. I'm gonna just pull my hair back a bit and we're gonna start with a little SPF. I am using my little combo from Color Science. Sorry, I actually use these, so a little messy. Color Science, this is the classic, and then I put like a little dot of glow in it. So I recently picked those up again. Just a good classic. So I'm just going to take about this much of the classic, and then I put in some glow to that mixture here, and I would say that is about 1/4 of a teaspoon or more of sunscreen. And then I am just going to put this all over my face here. Okay, then for concealer foundation, I'm going to use a little combo of the Kosas Revealer Concealer, but they came out with the Revealer Extra Bright Serum-Powered Color Correctors for dark circles, and I have this in Illusion, which is a pink peach for light to medium skin tones, and I've really been enjoying this combo. I'm not someone who uses color correctors all the time, but I have to say I have been using this. It kind of brightens up. I'm coming right in here. I get really dark right in those little hollows here, and just over here. You can kind of use this wherever you want, but it is going to cancel out dark circles, kind of brighten it up, but it has the same sort of texture as my favorite little Kosas Revealer Concealer, which I love because it leaves like a really pretty finish on the skin, and it doesn't like cake or anything. It just kind of melts into my skin, and I have actually been loving using concealer as my foundation. It just kind of leaves a really natural finish, but these little concealers have some coverage in them. There was many years when I wasn't even a concealer girl, so it kind of makes me laugh, but there's been so many great concealers launched, and I've just been kind of using a glowy base and then putting a little concealer on where I need it. So we're going to start with that, and I was using the Nikki La Rose number 16 to sort of fan out my concealer, and then I'm using the Nikki La Rose her number 17 brush to blend this into my skin. And I am using shade 2.5C in the Revealer Concealer. And I just love the way that this leaves sort of a radiant finish on my skin, but it just kind of meshes in. It looks better as the day goes on. So what I like to do is just kind of let that marinate on the face while I do my eyes real quick. And I have been using this little simple Armani eye tint combo. I finally was able to pick up one of my favorites. This is 22M. This is a matte shade. This is Cashew, and I swear it is always sold out. Don't know if they are discontinuing it, but I was at Sephora over the weekend and they actually had one in stock, so I grabbed it. And this is like the easiest eye ever, and it's just like the perfect shade, and it's so easy to use. So what I do is I just put some of the pigment on here, and it is so easy to use. So I just put some of this all over the eye, and then we're going to blend it out with a fluffy brush. Don't worry, it does not need to be exact. It adds some depth. So this is like the perfect little matte shade. And again, if you just want a solid matte eye, you can totally just leave it like that. Okay, real simple eye. I am getting ready to travel to New Orleans. We're going to be busy doing some Mardi Gras action, so I'm kind of trying to keep things simple, decide what I'm packing. And these two eye tints are going to come with me just for those days when I need a simple eye, but I can have that done in 2 seconds. And then a subscriber reminded me to pick up, this is a classic shade in my favorite Stylo You waterproof eyeliner, and this is in Cassis, and I have gone through so many Cassis eyeliners. This is like a beautiful black currant eye shade. It is kind of the perfect neutral shade for hazel eyes. It's definitely got sort of this deep plummy undertone, and I have been loving this. Just tight line near the lash line here, and it just sort of pops my eyes. It goes perfect with this simple eye look as well. Okay, really simple eye. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go clean up my brows, put on my mascara. Yep, I'm using my Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara, and then I'll come back and we will play a few other new products, including the Hermes H Trio, that silky blush trio. So more fun to come. Okay, just a really simple eye. Love, love, love Cassis. So glad to have that back in my repertoire. And then I have a new cream bronzer from Refy. And this one is in Dune, which is a really pretty, cool toned bronze. Isn't that awesome? And I have one of the Refy, the brushes as well, so I'm a little bit excited to use this. I've already played with it and it gives you just such a natural glow, so I am just going to pop a little bit of this cream bronzer on my cheeks here and blend that up. Really super soft brush as well. I have been curious about this brand, so when they offered to send me a few things, I was a little bit thrilled. The cream bronzer gets rave reviews, and this is a clean, cruelty-free brand, and this bronzer gets rave reviews because it leaves you with sort of a dewy and velvety finish, if that makes sense. Like, it makes your skin look healthy, but it's not too dewy. And I like this tone right here, this kind of cool toned bronze for the winter months. I think I could go up another shade once the weather starts to get a little better. And then I did pick up that new Hermes, the H Trio, the Silky Blush Duo, and I'm a little bit excited about this. Let's open that up. I just think these colors look so pretty, kind of right up my alley here. Okay, is this so pretty? And here is a swatch of the Hermes, the Silky Blush Trio. I was waiting to use this on camera, and I just kind of swatched all over, but as you can see, it's got different tones in here. Let's go ahead. I also think this would look absolutely stunning on the eyes, so of course we will have to try a different look using that. Ooh, okay. Let me just put this on. Now, this is admittedly sort of my perfect blush color. It's sort of pinky peach, and it is really pretty. It's got some highlighting already in it. So I'm just going to kind of come here. I am going to add a teeny bit to my eye look as well, just to kind of bring everything together. It is very pigmented. Don't worry, I will blend it all out here, but it is a really beautiful color. I am really liking this so far. So it kind of has the texture like their other blushes, but it also seems like this has the I have the Rose Atacama kind of highlighter. It's similar to this, which was almost like a little too much, so I kind of like this because I'm getting blush and highlighter all in one, and it definitely has some pigmentation to it. I'm just going to take a little swirl here and add just a teeny bit of that to my eye look, just kind of making everything come together. Yeah, it just kind of brings the whole face together. And since we are using Kosas for sort of my base products, I have the new Kosas. This is the Cloud Set Translucent Loose Powder, and this is in Candy, which is the Rose Ultra Transparent. And if you are a fan of the Cloud Kosas powder, they've now come out with a loose powder here. Number one, I love this because you get quite a lot of product here, but it opens up here, so you can kind of get a little bit of this, but it's not going to spill all over the place if you're someone who likes to travel. And I have the little Kosas puff here, and this just sort of perfects everything. So I am just going to kind of roll this on. I don't want to take away that pretty glow from the Hermes, but I'm just going to set my makeup here. Okay, having a little fun playing with some new makeup. And yep, I have to tell you, I'm sorry, but I love this little Silky Blush Trio. I love that shade, and I love the finish of that. I've been a huge fan of those Kosas complexion products for a while, and I do think that that new Revealer Brightening Concealer, the Corrector, really works. So kind of enjoying all of that. Love the powder. And then I ended up picking up one of the Phantom lips from Hourglass, and you may be surprised by my pick, but this is the Red O. I'm not generally a red lipstick wearer, but I am a fan of these Phantom lips. If you are like myself and you like lip gloss, or you like very kind of glossy lips, but you maybe prefer a lipstick, then this literally is one of the best. It is so good. And the one that I generally wear is in Haze, sort of like a burnt rosewood or redwood color here. And then I was swatching the new ones, and I couldn't believe that I was so attracted to the new red one. This is like the perfect universal red. It is so pretty, but because it's in that sheer glossy formula, it just is such a pretty look on the lips. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna pop that on. Isn't that so pretty? Isn't that just the best color? I love it so much. These are going to kind of plump up your lips naturally, and they're going to give you a little pigment on your lips, but I just felt like that red sort of livened up my whole complexion here. So I kind of kept this simple eye, definitely got some glow going on between the base products. The Refy cream bronzer, this is like a really, really beautiful product. And then of course we're going to finish with fragrance of the day. And over the weekend for Valentine's Day, my husband and I popped into Labo. As I said, I have created a monster. He is into scent and fragrance almost as much as me, and we ended up buying each other just a little Labo treat. I ended up getting him the new Eucalyptus 20. I'm gonna do a whole review, but I do have to tell you, I personally love that for myself as well. If you are somebody who's ever been to Big Sur, and you kind of have that feeling of the majestic trees, the kind of earthiness. So Eucalyptus 20, I think, is going to be a huge hit because it's perfectly unisex, like any perfume, but it just has this very kind of lush, slightly smoky, earthy, aromatic smell to it. It just dries down so beautifully, very kind of woody. It's got that kind of invigorating, clean feel to it. And it is truly a stunner. I definitely would get my nose on it, especially if you're somebody who kind of gravitates to things like Santal 33 to Thé Noir. I feel like it's sort of in that genre, and I myself really like it, and I don't tend to gravitate towards super earthy scents, but I really love that one. And the dry down, it just, I don't want to say sweet, but on myself it pulls kind of a little earthy, smoky, slightly sweet on my skin, and I just really like it. It's very grounding, and I really like that about it. Very comforting. And then for myself, on my list, I'm definitely going through a sort of soft, clean floral stage. I can't seem to get enough of them. And we picked up Neroli 36. I think partly for myself, this time of year when I am so ready for spring to come around, and I'm just gravitating towards scents that transport me to someplace sunnier and happier when there is these sort of winter doldrums. And Neroli 36, I have been looking for a fresh, kind of almost soapy scent that is clean but not too musky, if that makes sense. Musk and I have a complicated relationship, meaning I have some beautiful musks in my collection, but as I wear them throughout the day, they sometimes can turn my stomach. Let me know if that happens to you as well. But sometimes they just sort of turn a little bit on me, and so that's why I sort of gravitate towards these soft floral musks. They're a little bit more balanced, and Neroli 36 to me smells kind of like LA. Like, it reminds me of sort of a little bit of a surfer babe in here. There's actually a note of watermelon in here, so I'm just gonna go ahead, spray some of this beauty on. But this one on me, it just is a happy scent. This to me is just sort of walking in LA. I feel like I'm smelling sort of some blossoming flowers, some orange blossom neroli. There's almost like some ocean air that I am feeling like I'm, smelling. I have a little bit of a surfer vibe. Like, I feel like I'm on the Strand walking in Venice Beach. And then there's sort of this juicy watermelon note in here, which is not, I don't want that to scare you away, because honestly, I didn't like go, oh, this smells like watermelon. It wasn't until I read the notes that I was like, this does have this sort of watermelon, like a fresh piece of watermelon that's like a little bit juicy, and you're just gonna dive in. I'm somebody who loves watermelon as well. So it's almost like has that watermelon note, maybe a little sea salt that has been put on the watermelon or is coming off the ocean air. It just is a happy scent. And then for me, it dries down and it has just a slight soapy cleanness to it that I love, because it makes me feel fresh and clean. So I am completely in love with Neroli 36. I'm kind of having a little love affair with the Labo floral scents. I feel like they are way underrated, or I just had not tuned into them. But I'm so in love with Jasmine 17. That's like me in a bottle. I love that one. I have the Bliss body lotion that just smells so good. If you are a white floral lover, Bliss 41 is for you. I think I will be picking up a small one of the Fleur. Can't talk today. The Fleur d'Angers one. So anyways, I always love to hear from you. What is your favorite sort of freshy scent, like kind of like that clean soap scent, but that's not too musky, if that makes sense? Anyways, let me know. So this is my kind of casual final look of the day, and then I do have to talk about this sweater. I am just a huge fan of these super soft, fluffy sweaters. They just are like so comfortable and soft. And I picked up the new Jenny Kane. This is her patent cardigan, and I am just obsessed. They recently had 20% off site-wide, so I had to pick that up. If you missed that sale, don't worry. I have my own code, AbbeyBliss15, for 15% off. But I do have to tell you, I was a little on the fence about getting this investment sweater, but I'm such a sucker for these like super lovely. This is 100% cashmere. It is soft, it is elegant, and I am just obsessed. It was worth every single penny. It is just like so soft and comfy, and it is cute. It's like the cropped cardigan here, very flattering. I did end up picking this up in an extra small in Jenny Kane sweaters, like the cocoons and the cropped cocoons. I tend to go with the extra small versus the small. Her sweaters, depending on the style, tend to be a little bit roomy. This one is still plenty roomy, but it's just like soft, luxurious, and I am obsessed. And then I had a gift card to use at Nordstrom, and I ended up getting another pair of Golden Goose sneakers. Oh, you guys, these just showed up, and I have to tell you, these are the most comfy sneakers. They're just like a little bit more padded than my other Golden Goose, and I love these because they're just like a little bit more of a platform to the other ones that I have. I think they're like the Ball Star ones, a little bit flatter. These ones are so cute. It's a new style, and I love like the neutral color of this. I think it's like milk colored is what they were calling this, but as usual, Golden Goose in my eyes are worth the money. And these are another thing that I was never going to buy because I thought they were kind of dumb. Like, you know, I'm going to buy sneakers that are already look like they're worn in. And then I put them on my feet, and then unfortunately I was like, oh, I get it. They are so comfortable, and they're just like, you slip them on and you go. I don't really even wear mine with socks. Obviously you can, but they kind of mold to your feet, and I am just kind of in love with this new style. They're suede, and it's like a very neutral, these are like very kind of understated Golden Goose. If you've seen some of the others, they have glitter and fun bling to it. They have some fun sparkles and metallics. I was looking for something more neutral, and I have to tell you, I am so happy with this purchase. They are so comfortable. I've been wearing them in, but that's what I'm saying is these sneakers, you slip on your feet, they become you. And like, I never had any kind of break-in period with any of my others. These are just so cute. I love them, and they happen to go really well with my Peyton sweater. So these are all my new fun goodies. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will be back with another one soon.